You know, Dr. Esma, every time someone asks me about dental implants, I see the same spark in their eyes, this mix of hope and confusion, like they're about to discover a hidden chapter in a mystery novel. And honestly, most people have no idea what actually makes an implant life-changing, which is exactly why we're opening with this big secret today.
Rasim, the funny part is, people think the miracle is the titanium screw or the shiny crown, but the real magic is something far deeper. And once they understand it, their entire fear about the process dissolves almost instantly.
Exactly, and I promise, by the end of this conversation, they'll realize they've misunderstood the most important part all along. Dr. Esma, it's wild. How many people come to me saying the same thing? Rasim, I'm scared it's going to hurt, or I heard implants fail all the time. But when you dig deeper, what they're really afraid of is the unknown. Like stepping into a room with the lights off and hoping there's no surprise waiting on the floor.
Exactly, Rasim. I see it every day. People walk in thinking they're one bad decision away from a disaster. Some imagine unbearable recovery, others think implants look fake, and many believe their jaw isn't good enough. The truth is, most of these worries come from old myths that refuse to die.
Right, and what really gets me is how people blame themselves. Maybe I waited too long. Maybe it's too complicated for me. They don't realize they're often just missing one key piece of the puzzle. Dr. Esma, what always surprises me is how life-changing this really is. I mean, someone goes from covering their mouth when they laugh to suddenly smiling like they're starring in their own movie. And it's not just about looks, it's about chewing comfortably again, speaking clearly, even feeling younger.
Absolutely, Rasim. I remember a patient who hadn't bitten into an apple for years. After the implant, she took that first bite and almost cried from relief. Another patient told me he felt like he got his social life back, simply because he wasn't afraid to smile anymore. These moments remind me why precision matters. The right planning changes everything.
And that's why this conversation matters so much. People think implants are just a technical fix, but they're really a doorway to feeling confident, relaxed, and fully themselves again. Dr. Esma, people always assume dental implants are some brand new futuristic thing, but the concept actually goes way back. And yet, despite all that history, what most folks get wrong today is still surprisingly basic. I mean, when you look at how many elves end up losing at least one tooth in their lifetime, it suddenly makes sense why implants have become such a turning point for so many.
True, Rasim. And here's a quick example I love sharing. A patient in her early 40s who thought she was too young to need an implant. She avoided treatment for years because of that misconception. Once we finally placed it, she told me it felt like she'd been waiting for nothing. Patients often overestimate the difficulty and underestimate the benefits.
And stories like that aren't rare at all. When you start realizing how common these situations are, the whole picture becomes clearer. This isn't a rare fix, it's a normal pathway back to comfort. Dr. Esma, here's where things get really interesting. The science behind implants isn't just drill and place, it's this insanely precise dance between biology and engineering. People don't realize the implant isn't just sitting there, it actually fuses with the jaw through this beautiful process called osseointegration.
Exactly, Rasim. And that fusion is what makes implants so stable. They become part of the body, not a foreign object. What matters most is the bone quality, the angle of placement, and how the load is distributed afterward. When all of that is aligned, the success rate becomes incredibly high.
And that's the part most people miss. It's not luck, it's precision, and when the science is respected, the results feel almost effortless to the patient. So Dr. Esma, let's break this down step by step, because people love clarity. First, they come in for a full assessment, scans, photos, bite analysis. That's where half of the mystery already melts away. Once they see their own jaw in 3D, everything clicks.
Exactly, Rasim. After that, we create a digital plan showing the perfect implant position. Then comes the placement itself, usually quicker and gentler than patients expect. A temporary tooth can often be placed the same day, and the final crown is added once healing is complete.
And the beauty is, each step feels logical. No guesswork, no surprises, just a guided journey from worry to relief. Dr. Esma, this is the part everyone leans in for, the do's and don'ts. People think implants are invincible, but even the strongest structure needs the right habits to stay perfect.
Exactly, Rasim. One of the biggest do's is following your post-procedure instructions, gentle cleaning, avoiding pressure on the area, and attending checkups. And a major don't is ignoring early signs like soreness or swelling. Those tiny details tell us a lot. Patients should also avoid habits like grinding or chewing extremely hard foods during healing.
So it's simple. Respect the healing process, keep communication open, and don't skip the small steps. They're what make the long-term results rock solid. Alright, Dr. Esma, let's dive into the myths, because people love a dramatic story. And one myth I keep hearing is that implants always fail, which is just not true when they're done right.
Exactly, Rasim. Another big myth is the idea that implants are painful for weeks. In reality, most patients describe the process as much easier than they expected. And then there's the classic misconception that implants look unnatural when properly planned. They blend beautifully with natural teeth.
And let's not forget the "I'm too old for implants" myth. I've met people in their 70s who got implants and said it gave them a new chapter in life. Dr. Esma, I love giving people a quick checklist, something they can literally screenshot and follow. Because once they know the small wins, the whole implant journey becomes way less intimidating.
Absolutely, Rasim. Here's a quick set of essentials. Keep the area clean with gentle brushing. Stay consistent with follow-up visits. Use a soft brush during early healing. And listen to your body. Any discomfort that persists deserves attention. And one more win, staying hydrated and maintaining good oral habits dramatically supports the healing process.
So with just a few simple actions, patients stack the odds massively in their favor. Less stress, smoother healing, stronger long-term results. Dr. Esma, I remember you once told me a story that stuck with me. The patient who whispered, "I just want to feel normal again." That line hit me because it shows how emotional this journey can be.
Oh yes, Rasim. She was in her 50s, had avoided photos for years, and barely smiled in public. When we placed her implant, the physical change was subtle, but the confidence shift was huge. A few weeks later, she sent me a picture of herself laughing at a family dinner. That was the moment she realized she'd reclaimed something she thought was gone forever.
And it's stories like that that remind us implants aren't just technical fixes, they're emotional turning points. Dr. Esma, when we talk about the future of implants, it almost feels like science fiction becoming reality. I mean, digital planning is already incredible, but what's coming next is on a whole different level.
You're right, Rasim. In a few years, we'll see fully AI-guided planning that predicts healing patterns, personalized implant designs created with advanced printers, and even biomaterials that integrate faster and more naturally. Patients will experience shorter healing times and more precise results than ever before.
So the future isn't just better implants, it's smoother journeys, smarter tools, and outcomes that feel almost tailor-made. Dr. Esma, after everything we've unpacked today, I think people finally see the truth. Implants aren't mysterious, scary, or unpredictable. They're a clear, step-by-step path to confidence, comfort, and feeling like yourself again.
Exactly, Rasim. And if someone's been hesitating, thinking it's too late, too complex, or too painful, they should know that modern implant treatments are more precise and more comfortable than ever. The first step is simply getting a proper evaluation and understanding their options. Once that door opens, everything gets easier.
So here's the call to action. Take the first step. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Your best smile is built, not found, and you can start that journey today.